Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense, but I try to keep it down under nitty gritty under 10 minutes. So, let's get on with this Bigo live. Okay. So, basically, I saved it already. Okay. Let me see. Copy. And then we are going live in 3, 2, 1. Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to your doom. Going down the rabbit hole and that up your asshole. Your one and only Gen X indigo child on the internet, therapist slash schizologist. Okay? All right? Okay, though most people will not understand me, I am going to have to say my intro here. I thank you very much for joining very quickly. I'm here to talk about a subject for today, and today's subject will be about anger issues, relationships, magic, and testing. Okay, testing. Okay, I'm going to put that there so you can know what I'm talking about today. All right, okay, you guys are going to have to follow me. I'm also on Tagged. I'm also on Rumble. I'm also on MeWe, so I won't get censored because of certain words or because of certain personality or bias, bigoted attacks from social media, because I get banned off of TikTok a lot because I'm eccentric. And usually when you say obscure behavior, they basically don't, they pick and choose who they feel is obscure, okay, right? And that's wrong because I'm not doing anything bullying. I'm not doing any harassing. I don't do any drugs, okay, or alcohol. I don't even do anything like where it's illegal or with children or anything. I'm just talking straight facts and knowledge from a Gen X perspective. How you been, beauty? How you been? Hi. This is all going to be recorded and put on my YouTube, all right? So I just want you to know if you join my match or anything like that, you will be recorded, okay? So don't be surprised. And besides, my channel is not very popular, okay? As I said before, I'm not going to be accepting any types of lives right now unless I know you. If I know you, then I'm going to show you, okay? And then make sure you show your face on here, okay? You show your face, guys, okay? So, today's topic is important because today I woke up and I saw this video with this guy. He wrote a book about sociopaths, okay? But he did some despicable thing. And I want you guys to understand all of you who have anger issues, you can turn that anger into wisdom. Yes, you can. When I was younger, I had burned down people's houses when I was a child simply because I knew certain secrets, which caused me to get angry at the right people, okay, which may cause some people to get hurt, in the process, okay, but it wasn't all my fault, okay, so I'm not a narcissist or anything like that. It's just that when you start to open up your third eye and you hear the voices, okay, because I know most of you may think, oh, no, I'm not going down that path. I'm not going down that path. You all are gods, and you can get your assistance from external sources, right? But you have to be honest and upfront with people. When I was younger, I did tell my bullies who did try to bully me that you will die, okay, messing with me. Kind of like the movie Carrie, she didn't really mean to kill those people. It's just that she was so angry, the spirits did all her work for her. She didn't have to do nothing. Remember Carrie, the movie? Okay, when they poured pig's blood on her and everybody was laughing at her. You think she intentionally killed all them people? No, she didn't. The spirit said, oh, fuck this. We coming to kill it. So the responsibility is not you. You want to be protected, right? So instead of using your anger, use it for wisdom. You can actually have more a detrimental effect upon people instead of killing them, murder, being an incel because you're not getting any women. You have to find the right keys in order to find the women, guys. I ain't talking to you incel type guys out there. A lot of guys call me incel, which I don't really care what the fuck a beta male troll says to me. I don't care about that because I know I wasn't no goddamn incel at all. Okay, I got used vaginas, okay, but I used them for a good purpose, okay, right? I got paid. I didn't fuck them. I knew better to stick my pink pecker inside of some female who's already been infected or corrupted. I do not lay with women who are not virgins. All right, okay, it will corrupt your soul. Do your research and find out about almost 80% of women out there are not virgins, right? This is a very fundamental fact. Even the pimps told me this. First of all, you don't want to lay with a woman who's already been down the street with other men. That's a fact. There are more virgin men, average looking, quote unquote, looking men, than there are, you know, those guys who are just beta alpha male constructs. And I don't have hate for women. I actually help women. I may say some kind of crude things, but these are facts, straight up. These are not. This is not an ideology. Okay, I'm trying to tell you guys, don't murder people because you're angry. There was this guy I saw on the internet a long time ago, and he was obsessed with this celebrity. So he ended up trying to kill her. Okay, and then he killed himself. Okay. But he ended up killing himself, and she even recognized the guy who tried to kill himself because he was obsessed with her. Because he didn't have the wisdom or knowledge or have the keys to meet any other woman besides just looking on the TV screen and obsessing about her, right? Whereas it's a really sad thing. It's a very sad thing to have so much anger. I used to have that anger. And you know what I did with it? I just went and distracted myself with gaming and actually educating myself. This is very important. The guy I saw on his Facebook, okay, this is a different story. The same story earlier I was talking about. This guy, he killed his girlfriend, and he seemed very astute and very knowledgeable. People will call him a narcissist, but he really wasn't, because people don't know how narcissism works. Okay, most men are not narcissists. Men's mental health is not looked at. Okay, he was in a relationship, and she was doing some shit behind the scenes. And long story short, she was doing some nasty shit. Okay, he was a good man, straight up. But he shouldn't have done what he did. He shouldn't have murdered her, okay? But the thing is, he did explain it to her. He had issues, and that was the greatest alpha thing he's ever done. He was honest with her up front. And this is a good point to be up front with people. You don't want to let them hide it, okay? Like, when I was in Ethiopia, this female sensed that I knew magic, okay? She sensed it. Maybe because of the medallions I wear, I don't know. She sensed something peculiarly different about me. She asked me a question in Ethiopia. He said, "Do you know magic?" I said, "Yeah, it's passive." I just said passive magic. It's not, it's a protective, reflective magic. And she said, no. And she just got up and walked away. And I really appreciated her. So when I tell women, okay, I'm into virginity and polygyny, they know that they do not qualify. So as you get the chance to know me, you'll know I am in the indigo because I'm being very, very honest and upfront. I am not going to harm you. I used to say, I put my hands up like this. I am not responsible for your deception. That goes in the background. I don't have responsibility for it. You can talk to me, because what happens is that a lot of women are very conniving, long-term, narcissistic, and they will come up with plans to deceive you, right? And you can read it in all religions. A woman is the evil, the fruit of your labors, okay? The liability of your flaws as a man, if you're speaking logically speaking. So I try to tell you guys, don't use anger, because when you kill them, they're going to, justice will come swiftly for you. It's called karma. You don't want karma, do you? A lot of racists don't understand what karma is. I said that, yo, your ancestors did this. You don't want to pay back the flaws of what your ancestors did? Okay, it's called generational curses. Now, that's another subject for another day now here. I said you will be the thing you hate the most, you'll be in your next life, because you haven't evolved. It's not about skin color. It's about the character of people, okay? All right? Focus on the character of peoples. How you been, Nargis Allah, okay? It is very important to do self-knowledge, because when I talk to people, I tell them right up front, from the mouth, I am not responsible for any harm that comes to you. If the aliens come down and take you, or you get bit by a snake, I am not, because I know my magic. I know my power, okay? Most people don't know their power. They can't speak and be honest. They're going to hide things. And let me tell you something about relationships. Relationships is a job. It's a challenge. Everyone is different. You literally got to study their psychoanalysis, long-term and short. You got to understand their background. You got to understand all these things. If someone's honest enough to tell you who they are up front, that's a green light. They are telling you straight up, yo, I'm telling you I'm this, this, and this. And this is a positive thing, so you can look out for it. But if you're a female and you're ignorant and you're not stable, you should at least get your father involved. Like, yo, this is why I always look for the fathers. I always wondered where the history of the female I'm dealing with, so I can understand what I'm dealing with here. If the woman doesn't have her father, that's like a red flag for Real alpha males out there. I know you're only 2%, 5%. I know. But other than that, I'm just trying to tell you, you guys are gonna have to do some more psychoanalysis on the women that you date, okay? Because the one if she once she allows you in her ball, that's where the ball will bounce. She controls the ball. Like for example, your sexual energy, how your children's gonna be born, genetically speaking as well. So let's say you met a female who is a whoremonger. That child will most likely be a whoremonger. Yes. So you got to be careful of what kind of things is on her mind and what kind of patterns she takes in her life. So I'm going to tell you a solution to this problem. Magic actually helps you to reflect all of the negative energy that she may be storing within her own soul. That's the first thing. But it's deep. You got to really talk to me about that because everybody have their own magic and they have to unlock it. Number two, testing a woman's psychoanalysis out. My ex, I'm going to tell you a story. My ex from Ethiopia, I thought the pimps told me this. They said that women and children are mainly liabilities. And I said, okay, I know. I didn't really want to come back to America because I knew there was a 70% chance that my wife would change too. But my wife was a virgin. So I said, no, I believe a virgin will be loyal, right? You think a virgin will be loyal, right? Everything is peaceful and hanky-danky in Ethiopia. I lived out there for 2 goddamn years, right? You learning something, guys? I'm just trying to tell you. You could be the most goodest person, positive person, and you can be deceived. But the only thing that can protect you is your own magic, self-magic, okay? And also testing the waters. And you also have to have what? A contingency plan. Very, 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 very important. Now, who wrote me a message here? What is this? Okay, this girl wants to know, see, the thing is that she's not a virgin, but she tries to, I'm not interested in her. She got, I get too many women trying to hit me up, and I'm like, okay, you gotta pass the questions, you gotta pass the test. There are women who will lie to you guys, okay? Men are more honest in relationships than there are women, okay? So that's common sense there. We don't even need to discuss the facts there, all right? But to protect yourself, you have to basically be like a psychologist. You have to literally understand what type of person you are, what type of person she is, and how long she will last. I am not a hard person to deal with. But a lot of people may say I am because they don't know me. But once that guy did what he did, murder is not the way to go. Murder is the case that he did to her. Okay, and I felt that he shouldn't have did that. Okay, but he was honest about telling her straight up he had a past history going to jail and all this other shit. Okay. But that wasn't enough. He couldn't contain his anger. Any person with anger issues is not stable. Okay, so me, it's like I always love honesty, but if you told me straight up you have anger issues and you snap out and stuff like that, that is a huge, huge problem. I would not want to take my chances with a person who told me honestly, okay, that they cannot control their anger because they can be very spiteful and they're going to need a lot of work. Anger is like the number one thing that hurts people. And what my ex did when I brought her back, okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. Efforts won't go in vain. Okay, it is. Okay, insist on broadcasting you receive a surprise. Okay, good. And I'm trying to tell you how dangerous anger is. Okay, try to humble yourself and learn about yourself. Test the person out for long-term goals because people change. I didn't think my virgin wife would cheat, but she did. After 3 years, she started slipping up on the social media, starting getting lazy, not doing her womanly job. I know some women be hating that when I say that. I don't care. There's a job for a man, a manly job, and then there's a womanly job, okay? And this, you know how men are in low maintenance, and they don't need that much. But for some reason, it's just narcissism that kicks in a woman's mind that she wants to try something new. Okay, because I'm gonna tell you the reason why women like to try these little take an inch and then take them out. It's because they don't have no sister wives. They're supposed to have someone to talk to. They don't have anyone to talk to, so their only outlet is social media. And I tried to talk to my ex about her sister because she promised me her sister. Okay, she promised me her sister because I'm a polygynist, and this guy was also a polygynist as well. Yeah, he was into polygyny. Yeah, he was, but he wasn't patient enough. He didn't listen to the spirit. Instead, he muffed out the anger in his mind. Okay, he didn't even hear the voice. The voice was not. The voice was telling him, but he was ignoring it. He was just so fucking angry. White kids and cracker boys, the snowman kids, when they carry them guns, they do not know how to control that anger. They need counseling. They need assistance. They need some isolation too, because they know the consequences of their actions. They know it. Okay, they know it. How you been? I am me. Okay. And so I'm talking about relationships, anger issues that men may have, talking about how to use your magic. But I can't talk about how to use your magic because everybody unlocks differently, okay? Because I'm a warlock type of guy. I do not play around with emotional manipulation by Jezebels or succubuses. I don't get involved in that, okay? But how you been, everybody? Okay, what's going on? And so I was talking for about, okay, because as I said before, I don't get paid for this, but I'm doing this for the general. My name is Janya, not I am me, okay? Okay, I am, but you got I am me, yeah, okay? Okay? Yeah, yeah, I call you Yeah, yeah. I remember Pretty Brown Eyes. I remember you, okay? You look like an alien, a beautiful alien from another world. And what you're mixed with, anyway? I was wondering what you're mixed with. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay, because I am yeah, okay, as in myself. Okay, good, okay. Yeah, but I was telling how guys can actually avoid dating women who are not stable and they can control and contain their anger because I know it's a harder life for men when it comes to loneliness, okay, to seek out relationships who are stable, okay. Let me see, African American, Cherokee Indian, and Panamanian, okay. What's that? Okay, wow, what's Panamanian? Okay, wow, maybe that Panamanian is very prominent in you. You know what I have mixed in my blood? I'm mixed too because I'm not really black. I got Irish, Italian, Indian, okay, and African, okay, Irish, Italian, and German. But they was telling me that 23andMe, when you take them DNA tests, it's kind of watered down versions or something. But I don't really care. I don't know where they get it from, but they say that even if you take the DNA test, it's really not accurate. Because I don't care about that. I know I'm not fully black. All right. When you have a whole lot more, just haven't done my chart yet. Yeah. It costs about $200 to get your 23andMe or DNA results for your genetic genomes because genetics is more important than human behavior. Yeah, I said it here. I said it here. People will call me a racist for studying eugenetics, the study of genetics. And it's not a pseudoscience, peoples. It's not a pseudoscience. Let's say, for instance, someone wears tattoos or someone has this. That's a genetic fucking trait. Okay. Let's say someone who is a flower boy, okay, or who is a homosexual, okay. That is genetics. There was a female. I just saw a video where this female had one attribute of her DNA removed so she can't feel pain. Yo, I saw this shit. I was like, I don't believe this. What I'm hearing. There was a female who basically cannot be outside in the sun. There's a female who can't even. There's a boy who can't drink water. I swear to you not. I swear. I said, yo, that's sad. When you can't drink water, you can't dehydrate your body, so you have to take some other fluid. I can talk about all sorts of crazy shit. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here. Okay, let me see. I got some messages. What is this, okay? She sent me some photos. I don't want to see your big ass. Now she's gonna send me her little tight booty ass. I don't want to see. I get messages international, baby. I don't do Western colonized countries. Okay, any female who's like in developed westernized countries, they always want to show me their body. I'm not. I show my body first. Okay, she saw my body, and then I'm not interested when I see her body. I know where she been. I have good eyes and I have a good nose. I want sushi so bad. You know, sushi is actually good for you, but don't eat it too much or you'll start smelling like sushi yourself. Okay. But other than that, you live longer if you eat fish. Okay, yeah, instead of the darker, deeper red fish. I mean, red meats. Okay, you know, I sometimes I can't. I love oxtails, man. I love oxtails. This is beside the story, but I ain't gonna talk that long because I gotta go a little shopping here. But I hope you guys. This message is mainly for you guys, and even for you women. Okay, when you are not stable in yourself and you are seasonal, or you want to get bored, because that's what women tell me all the time. He's a good man, but I just got bored. Like, women tell me this all the time. I was just bored of him, so I wanted to test him and do something different. I need some drama in my life. This is mostly women. Men don't try to seek drama. It's women who think they are turned on by this dramatic queen type of spirit, and they want to test a man, and that'll be the end of them. That'll be the end of them. But I do not recommend you try to murder her or kill her if she wants to go outside. I would say, just like my ex, who was disloyal to me and stole money to me and called the cops on me after she pulled the knife on me, to let you feel, if you suffer and wallow and you are in the right and you spoken to your spirits now. Now this is a whole new ball game now here, guys. She's gonna feel so much pain in the future. You won't even need the killer. Torture is worse than death. Yes. Torture. You got to think about that now here. There's someone you should meet. I said, okay. So you send her to me in my inbox, okay? If I do not allow people on my live stream unless I know them, okay? You want to come onto my live stream and see how beautiful you are? Okay. I love your brown eyes. I know we would make pretty babies. I got 2 daughters. They're baby dolls. A lot of people can't create baby dolls like me because I'm mixed. It's maybe because I'm mixed. Okay, yeah. So you want to come on my stream, you can. I invite you. But other than that, I'm about to get out of here if you don't want to come on. Okay. It's very important to control your anger. It's very important for you women to be content. The secret is I do not have clothes on currently. Oh yeah, don't get me banned. Don't show no teddy nipples because I know they're brown and shiny. All right, okay. You just probably came from the goddamn shower. But please, guys, okay, please don't show your anger to women like that. Just tell her these are the things that's going to happen to you if you do these things. Teach your daughters the same thing. Oh, another message too is homeschool your kids if you're a great parent. You have to be protective of your daughters. Your daughters are the future of society. You have daughters, you must be overbearing and protective. Actually, I'm about to scrub a double rub soon. I said, oh no, why are you fucking teasing? What the hell, man? Why are you fucking with my mind? Okay? As dark and chocolate as you are, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Yum, yum. No, I can't say yum, yum. Yeah, you're not a virgin, okay? But I can make some babies, okay? Yabba yabba do, okay? Yeah, but other than that, okay, I'm just thinking in the head to say something nasty, but I can't, okay? I'll probably get goddamn banned off of here. But please, guys, you guys have I know you ain't got no babies. Yeah. Are you a squeezer pleaser? Okay. You know what I mean by that? I'm currently working on that now. I'm trying to tell you, there's not a lot of alpha men out there. I keep telling you guys, and you women, you don't know what alphas is. Talk to some pimps and talk to some old heads. They know what real alphas are. They are only 2 to 5% of the population. A lot of times, a lot of you women and men will look at an alpha as someone's attractive. And they're talking about common knowledge. They ain't talking about no psychology. They're not talking about no science. It is very important to talk about psychology and science. Psychology and science is very important because it will help you in the long run. And magic, thank you very much for the gifts. Send the duck box because I look like a duck, okay? Because my lips are like a duck, like a platypus, right? I don't have the devil's tongue. But some people say I be goddamn having double talk with my speech sometimes. I say, hey, I'm not a snake. But my skin do shed on my lips most of the time because it gets warmer and then becomes shiny in the summertime. Okay. I don't put my skin shines because I drink plenty of alkaline water. The number 9, which is my life path number, guys. My mantra, okay? But I'm trying to tell you guys, please don't use anger with women, please. The karma is much more destructive. Women have, a lot of women, lots of women, I'm not talking about all, have a young state of mind. They either want to learn or they don't want to learn. And the female that wants to take a chance is the one that doesn't want to learn. They don't care about you that much. All right? And the guy, he did what he did, he basically wrote a book too. Okay, I shared it on my Facebook though, but I was like, yo, this dude was astute as fuck. He said he didn't know how to write that well, okay, but still, it's just his story. He said that the book consists of like 19 years of his life. Okay, yo, I said, yo, that's a great thing to understand a man's story and his history. But I cannot justify murder though, because as soon as you murder someone, you are going to die quickly. To take a life means that your life is forfeit by 50%. Okay, now if it's self-defense, that's another story. But self-defense is important. Like what I mean by the only time you can take someone's life is if someone's threatening to put you in jail. Then you can take their life because I tell women all the time, do not threaten me with the cops. I could have killed my ex-wife, but you know what I did? The Holy Spirit told me, don't do it because I can make it look like an accident. There's so many ways to getting away with murder. There's so many ways. It's just that when you try to murder, you can't suffer no more. Okay? You can't suffer no more. And that suffering is important so you can use your magic. You cannot, I'm just saying from my perspective, magic doesn't work well if there's not a lot of energy involved. Some people, however, don't need a lot of energy. Some people are born like myself with natural abilities, okay, to hurt the fuck out of you, and I don't have to do it. I'll see you in the future. And I'll be like, what happened to him? The guy who put the knife in my throat, and then I said, kill me. See what happens. It's not going to happen because I'm going to be reborn as something better. And he was scared again. He had the opportunity, and there was no cameras. But I have that much confidence. And I know what my next life should be. Hypothetically, I do. I really feel strong about that because I suffered a lot. And those who didn't have a chance at life and those who feel suffering, it says it in the Bible too, if you want to believe it or not. A lot of philosophies, and those who attack my children shall woes upon. It says woes those who attack this children. I am one of the goddamn chosen ones of the planet, okay, or the 144,000. I know this, okay, because I do not socialize people. That's why I say I don't have sins. I don't know where y'all get. You can't assume that everybody is a sinner because they're born in this world. Jesus was a sinner too. He did a lot of evil things. You want to ignore that? He just had knowledge. He was just a black man who knew science, and his name wasn't even Jesus. You better read them apocryphal books. It's just stories to be told that y'all don't even know about, okay? But please, when you use anger, it says in the Bible, turn the other cheek, right? There's a reason for that. What happened to Job in the woods when those kids was making fun of him? Bears came out and ate the kids, which I feel completely was kind of wrong, but you see, you don't have to do nothing. Elijah, before he went up on the chariot fire, the kids was making, it's usually kids. The kids get leprosy. You think he did that? He didn't do that. So when you know you talking to a person of magic, as a matter of fact, my ex saw all my magic when I was in Ethiopia. I said, I hope a chicken place get built, and then a chicken place was built around the corner. I said, I hope these lights get built, and then lights was being down the street. The lights was being built. I remember there was this guy who did not fix the ground, and I was about to get married to her because I really didn't want to get married, and I really am against marriage. But my Holy Spirit told me, marry her so you can be wealthy. And I was like, nah, I don't think she will be disloyal. Marry her and you will be wealthy. Okay? And then I had to bring her back, and it happens. Okay. But there was a guy who was supposed to fix the ground because the ground was all fucked up out there in her house in Ethiopia. And the next thing you know, he didn't finish his job. And I feel he was thieving me because I gave him a lot more money than expected to fix my ground. Right? And then the next thing you know, I told here, I'm going to show you part of my magic here. And then I said, I give it a month and something bad will happen. The guy was living with her father in the father's house next door. He had some apartment complex. And what happened is that the whole house caved in just on him. That was enough to scare the shit out of her. But she just ignored it like it was nothing. The whole house caved directly on him. It did not fall the rest of his complex. It was like concrete bricks, right? And concrete bricks fell inwards inside of the house. And he was right next door to me too. Like right across from me. And I said, dude, it's a thief. It's a thief. And I said, if I tap on the wall, I did this with my friend Chuck. He saw some crazy and fantastic shit. I said, these people will be removed. in 2 weeks to a month. They were gone in 1 week. And I was like, yo, one time I was walking down the street, right? And I was talking to this one, this female who let me live with her for like a year, and they was gone, right? And I said, I need a basketball. I was just fucking around, okay, you know. You want to see my power? I told her. I saw a brand new basketball in front of me. I was like somebody literally dropped a brand new basketball, and I was like, yo. We started playing, but we wasn't compatible because she ignored the signs. When you ignore the signs of a person who has magic, you are going to fuck your life. Please, please do not ignore a person who's of magic, and they will tell you signs will certainly occur. Women ignore this all the time. They don't really use their intuition. They don't have the capability of knowing if you have magic or not. You have to say it. You have to speak it. Yes. And even all the signs that was there, clear as day. She believes in Jesus, and I told her, I am Jesus. I'm right here. You're talking to God right now. He's in the flesh, in the body. And as I said, you all are gods in this sense, okay? But you got to open up that third eye. You can't understand your God at all. You're too afraid. And it's not about arrogance or some kind of boastful, prideful self-righteousness. It's common sense. If you read the Bible clearly and it says, let us create man in our image, that's a man. So a man wrote that book, okay? All right? If God written it, it cannot be altered. As a matter of fact, it would be too alien for us. If there was a book that was created by God, every race of different languages will have their own speech patterns because it's already here in your head. Religion was created to keep the general masses of people who have animalistic natures in check. Because during the medieval times, they had to create a form of paganism. It started off with paganism. Then it became religion. Just do the research on it. Okay, all right? I did it for you already. All right? The Gnostics know things about the genetic genome structures. And this is why they don't socialize. Because many people are not down with the honest knowledge of logic. All right. But other than that, that's all I got to say. I was talking for 31 minutes. I was talking today about testing your relationships out. I was testing them out at all times. Always have a contingency plan for you guys. And always never use your anger for just destruction. It's just not going to turn too well for you. It's not. You have to meditate that energy inward into the dark space that you must go. And look into my eyes. I'm kind of like a demon and an angel at the same time. But you got to understand something, one fact, okay? If you don't listen to me, you're not going to get it from nowhere else. You have to self-isolate and don't procrastinate. All right? There are a lot of trolls who try to attack me, guys. There's a lot of trolls, beta alpha trolls, that sometimes even betas will try to attack me because they don't know anything. They don't know a goddamn thing about me. But they are going to get their karma, especially if they have the power to fuck with me, okay? You know, I'm like, I don't think it's wise to take my picture and dox it. But I'll put it out there for you. I'm not responsible for your fuck-ups and your downfall. You see my face? You think I'm joking? This is why I don't socialize with the general masses of asses. When I see large crowds, I run from them. I run from large crowds. I do not hang with the general masses of asses. Other than that, guess what I'm going to say? I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. And I want to say one more thing. Okay, goji berries, wolfberries can extend your life. Black seed oil can extend your life. Spirulina can extend your life. And also drinking plenty of water and less foods. Goji berries, yep, goji berries. It was an Asian guy, Oriental guy who took them all of the time. Sea moss is also good. That's right. I got over $1,000 worth of natural holistic, there's also purple seaweed. There's also black garlic. Okay. There's a lot of different ashwagandha. Okay. I take all that stuff. This is very shakatai. Okay. That's a poison to some people. So be careful. Not all people can take those things. Okay. You can't. You got to experiment very little because some holistic things can hurt you. Yes. Not all holistic things are good for people overall. Like I said before, it's all about genetics. You got people who are, who can't drink water. That's fucked up. There's people out there who can't go into the sun. That's fucked up. Okay. So I'm just trying to experiment with the holistic measures, not with the medical measures now. I don't even need to be a doctor to say that. There are people on both sides of the fence, and the people who talk more of the greater wisdom is being censored. Okay. They're being censored, and then next thing you know, they got a lawsuit coming. All these platforms who censor the truth shall be pulled down eventually. But of course, that's all I really want to say. I've been talking for 35 minutes. This will be posted on my YouTube. And as I said before, my YouTube here, before I get out of here, because I got to get out of here before it gets too dark. And yeah, I had some milk. I know milk is bad for you, but I take the lactose-free one. It's more creamier. And of course, okay, I'm on Facebook, and I do have a Cash App. And I posted down there for you guys to see. And other than that, that's a part of my identity. No man's story is the same. That's why we came down here to this beautiful nightmarish world, guys and girls, and everything in between. You make it confused, okay? But you should know why you're here. Thank you very much for the beans, okay? Thank you very much for the love, okay? There's no one like me on the internet. There's no one like you on the internet. The only thing to do in this world is to improve on the self and to experience everything else from afar. Okay, from afar. Yes, stay afar. You can learn a lot of things from staying afar. You don't need to be right up on a person because he's cute. Okay, like a lot of women, their minds like fucking lost. Most women, but a lot of men are also lost as well. A lot of men are just emotional and they sexually aroused by a lot of things, and then they'll come to their own demise because they believe that her murder is the way out from their suffering. But they're in for a rude awakening. If you do murder, you will be reborn as the person you killed. Think about that shit now here. Think about it. You killed the person, but time doesn't exist on the other side, hypothetically, right? So let's just say you killed the person, and then you are born into the womb of a mother of the same person that you killed in your next life. Yes, I told you, time doesn't exist. Hypothetically, on the other side, anyone who says they know, okay, is not a wise person, okay, because they cannot prove it. You don't know anything. Socrates said this. The wisest men of the world, King Solomon the Great, and Socrates. And there's a list of other guys, okay? But who can beat King Solomon? The motherfucker isolated himself in his fucking cavern and had demons build his palace for him now. Come on now. And there's a book out there called Solomon's Lesser Keys, which you don't even want to try to fuck with because your brain capacity can't handle it. But I'm out of here, guys. I love you all, but I despise the many. Yeah, I despise the many of you. Yeah, I bit my lip. So too much skin came off. Yeah, I didn't bust my lip. Nobody punched me, trust me. I'm a boxer. I'm a Mayweather type boxer. I taught Mayweather in his dreams. Okay? I don't want to fight Mayweather, but I don't practice that much. But I know my reflexes can take on 3 to 4 people. As long as the big wrestler guy don't try to grab me, he ain't gonna hit me with no punches, them slow ass punches. I gotta be careful being grappled. Okay? Grappling, if you're a fast Bruce Lee person, you're definitely stronger, but you need more hits with a bigger person. And it's gonna hurt, okay? It's gonna like back. I'd rather be a Bruce Lee type. I don't wanna be heavy. Don't wanna be too heavy when I fight, okay? It's better to be just right. Like Jamal White, okay? Jamal White. Oh man. Psst. You don't get no publicity on TV, Jamal White. I believe he can take Mike Tyson and Bruce Lee, man. This dude is a beast. Other than that, I'm out of here, guys. I love the animals more than humans, but I don't fuck the animals. Don't fuck the animals, guys. I know a lot of you guys are lonely and desperate, international-wise. But don't get angry, okay? There's other ways of fucking releasement. Don't believe in no fap. You have to fap once a month or twice a month. Okay, don't believe the hype. Peace.